And now it's time for Coach's Comments, presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you, joined alongside by Stars head coach Rocky Russo. And Rocky, tough one for your group tonight. You dropped the game 8-4 against the Waterloo Blackhawks. We've seen now 2 Saturdays in a row. You have a great performance on Friday night. You pick up 2 points. This was not an example of a bad start for your group, because Luke Johnson scores 1:14 in, then he adds a second goal around the 8-9 minute mark. So you have that 2-1 lead, and then did you sense that things started to unravel for you guys as Waterloo punched back in the first?
Well, the power play goal we gave up is something in our control. We for whatever reason, like, our PK struggled tonight, and guys that we've been relying on to kill penalties that have been great at it all of a sudden looked a little confused in our end, and then we didn't do a good job of clearing the front of the net on their first one. But even still, like, we go back, we score again, we're up 2-1, and then we kind of let it unravel there at the end of the first with 2 goals that we, in my mind, should have been controllable situations, whether it be off a rush or a rebound or a save that needs to be made. All of those things kind of turn into a domino effect, and before you know it, you go from a really great start to being down at the end of the first period.
And then you battle back, too, with Christian Kostas' goal in the second period. You make it 3-3, but then 8 minutes go by after that, and you're down 6-3. You just sense that Waterloo was taking advantage of you guys off the rush, and why were they able to exploit you this time around as opposed to last night where they were held to a couple of goals?
Well, it's a momentum goal that they score there, right? Like, Kostas scores, and then not 45 seconds later they score, and that's where you've got to be able to control the game a little bit, and we kind of gave it away, and then all of a sudden you can see the wheels fall off a little bit with some really poor decision making by our guys. And the fourth one's a bad retrieval by 2 of our best defensemen. They just, it's like we abandon what we work on from Monday through Thursday when things don't go well, and that's just some learning that we have to continue to do. Obviously, you've got to stay the course. You've got to rise to the level of your training when things are going bad, and that's something that we're having a hard time doing early on in the year, but again, that's just part of your developmental process.
Yeah, the structure that you guys throw out there, you yourself, George, Art, when it comes to when you're in control of the game, it's very easy to say, okay, let's just stick to what we know best, and then when things aren't going your way, did you sense that individuality not really playing as a full group, which led to those odd man rushes and those breakdowns?
Oh, and I told them, I said, the minute things go the wrong way and you guys just start to try to do things on your own, then it gets worse. It never, ever, in 17 years I've coaching hockey, it's never gotten better when you decide you're going to take matters into your own hands. So, it's a valuable lesson for us, and you're not going to beat anybody letting 8 pucks go in the back of your net, I can promise you that. But, the fourth one, we've got to do a better job retrieving. The wrong guy went to pick it up, and then when he did go to pick it up, he went in there with his stick up in the air, like just technical stuff. And then they go corner to corner and hit the guy coming to the net, which is literally exactly to a T what we showed them on video this afternoon. The 5th goal, we overhandle a puck on the blue line, trying to be cute. It's in the back of your net. Like, you're not going to beat anybody that way. And it didn't matter who we were playing tonight. Waterloo played fine. I don't think they played great. But they took advantage of some opportunities, and they shot the puck in the net.
And then your goaltending situation, you see Jackson Baker come in. A tough spot for an 18-year-old in his USHL debut. Made a couple of really good stops, especially in the third period, going post to post. What type of situation is that for you guys? Did you know as soon as that 5th goal came in against Caden that you were going to make the decision?
Well, I had to. Like, I know the 4th one and the 5th one are tough for Caden, but you've got to find a way. Like, your goaltending, we've gone the way of our goaltending this year. I think you can tell that, right? Like, wasn't great against Tri-City, we lose. Wasn't great against Fargo, we lose. Wasn't great tonight, we lose. Like, and I told the guys, if we're going to live and die on whether our goalies stand on their head every night, then we're not going to have a whole lot of success. We need to be able to pick them up when they're not having their best nights, and we've yet to show our ability to do that. So that's a challenge that we're going to have to really work on this week.
One last question for you, Rocky. There's an old expression that a good team doesn't lose back-to-back games. You've had that response from your group, whether it's the effort last Saturday, then tonight. yesterday, I should say, the win over Waterloo. So you expect your group to reset, get ready for Monday through the rest of the week, and take on Sioux City on the weekend?
You know, a good group might not lose back-to-back games, but a great group finds a way to win these games, and we haven't gotten to that point yet. We're showing enough inconsistency that we have a lot of stuff to work on if we're going to be a championship caliber hockey team. But hey, it's the end of October and we're 8 or 9 games in, so I'm not stressed about it, but we need to find a way to be able to roll these back, and this is 3 weekends in a row we've had opportunities to play really well, and we got one of them on a Saturday because our goalie stood on his head, but the last 2 Saturdays we've kind of given the game away, and so that's a little frustrating for us, but something that we're going to have to continue to build and work on.